Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Libra October 20th, 2024. With today's moon, you seek quiet moments and possibly some solitude to rejuvenate yourself emotionally. It makes sense to honor your need to rest, process, and digest. While it's a strong time for regrouping and refreshing, you have big ideas and plans today. A strong motivator emerges, and confidence runs high. Strong feelings about money, possessions, or business can drive you. Later today, you could be holding on to or glamorizing something from the past, but this is taking up psychic space that could be reserved for allowing something new and growth-oriented to enter your life. As well, you can feel restless if things around you seem to be standing still. It can be difficult to trust or put your complete faith in someone right now, and probably advisable not to. Don't jump ship or jump into something new quite yet, as you can be missing key information that would lead to a well-rounded decision. Get ready for one of the sweetest periods of the year for your relationships. Sweet Venus, our goddess planet of love, attraction, and beauty, has turned a corner and now shimmers across the sky from you in your solar house of partnerships. This will continue until November 11th, 2024. Promising weeks of splendor. This is a triumphant proclamation from the heavens that union and commitment will be smooth as butter. If attached, you'll notice a more effortless rapport appearing between you as you see eye to eye on plans. If single, someone with long-term potential will likely cross your path. How do you feel about your job? Do not be afraid to vent about work stuff, as the moon in Taurus opposes Mercury in Scorpio and sextiles Saturn retrograde in Pisces. Usually, you let things roll off your shoulders. Lately, you may have felt stressed about the changes in your work life and what that may mean for your career path. It could be helpful to vent to a work friend or loved one today. Vulnerability can be challenging. However, you may feel so much better after opening up about your struggles and everything that is happening at work. The position of the heavenly bodies supports you with energy to really act on behalf of others. You enjoy the feeling of helping other people succeed against the odds. However, you must also pay attention to yourself, otherwise you will quickly grow resentful of what others have that you lack. This is called affliction. To avoid being afflicted, make your diet and exercise the priority no matter what. When you take care of yourself physically, you notice all your other needs more readily. At the moment, you are undoubtedly feeling the necessity of making a new start. The vibrations will be encouraging to push ahead and to get out of your shell so that you can make your life evolve rapidly. In your professional life, change your ideas by proposing new projects to those you collaborate with and try to keep a great freshness and enthusiasm in all that you do. Think about and sum up the past months and get rid of any preconceived ideas that you have. This would be the moment to get into the saddle even if things seem to be rather discouraging in appearance. As Venus departs from your work sector today, she passes the responsibility of maintaining momentum in your professional life to Mercury. This includes nurturing the partnerships she established with Mars regarding income and both planets concerning career advancement. As Venus redirects her attention towards your relationships, marking the first planetary activity in this area since early in the year, Mercury's shifts focus on enhancing job performance by encouraging a practical approach with clear thinking and grounded actions. Venus, the planet of love, not only returns to your relationships sector today to begin the first planetary activity on the relationship front since the early week of the year, but while the Sun is still in your romantic sector. It is the fact that this year there will be a crossover period before the focus shifts from one to the other that will inject the spirit of romance into this new relationship chapter from the start. Our eyes in the sky. Today's astrological energy offers a wonderful opportunity to navigate emotionally intense conversations with grace, wisdom, and understanding. As the moon in grounded Taurus opposes Mercury in deep, transformative Scorpio, you might find yourself drawn into a conversation that feels heavier than usual, one that could reveal hidden emotions, long-held secrets, or stir up feelings of power dynamics. These conversations can feel a little intimidating, like stepping into uncharted emotional territory. But don't worry. This is actually a beautiful chance for growth, healing, and deeper connection, as long as you approach the situation with an open heart and a calm mind. We've all been in those situations where emotions run high and it's so easy to let frustration take over. Maybe you found yourself in a heated conversation where, before you know it, words slipped out that you didn't really mean, and later you're left thinking, why did I say that? It's something we've all experienced, especially when the conversation involves sensitive topics or unspoken feelings. But today's energy offers you a chance to change that dynamic. Instead of reacting impulsively or letting someone's words trigger you, take a moment to breathe and find common ground. This is the perfect time to really listen, to see things from the other person's perspective, and to approach the situation with empathy. When we choose to respond with empathy and understanding, rather than irritation or defensiveness, something truly powerful happens. Not only do we diffuse the tension, but we also create a space for deeper connection and mutual respect. Conversations that might have otherwise turned into disagreements or power struggles can transform into meaningful exchanges that foster growth. Think of it this way: when we lead with kindness and patience, even in the face of challenging conversations, we send out a ripple of harmony that positively impacts everyone involved. Have you ever noticed how much more smoothly things go when you approach a situation with a calm, open heart? This is your reminder that you have the power to turn potentially difficult conversations into opportunities for clarity, understanding, and even healing. Whether you're having a deep conversation with a loved one, a tricky discussion with a colleague, or even engaging in some much-needed self-reflection, because, let's be real, sometimes the toughest conversations are the ones we have with ourselves. Today's cosmic energy is here to support you. Take a deep breath, ground yourself in the present moment, and approach these discussions with the intention of finding understanding rather than being right. You'll find that your relationships, whether personal or professional, will benefit immensely from this thoughtful, compassionate approach. On a more practical note, today's alignment is also a great time to tackle any lingering financial matters. Is there something you've been avoiding when it comes to your finances? Maybe there's a bill that's been sitting on your desk for a little too long, or perhaps you've been meaning to revisit your budget or rethink your savings plan. With Venus moving into optimistic Sagittarius, today's energy supports wrapping up these loose ends with confidence and clarity. It's the perfect day to organize your financial world and set yourself up for success in the months to come. And don't worry if you're not a financial expert, this isn't about making drastic changes overnight. It's about taking small, thoughtful steps towards securing your future. Even something as simple as reviewing your spending habits, setting aside a little extra for savings, or getting ahead on a bill can give you a sense of empowerment and peace of mind. Have you been feeling a little overwhelmed by financial tasks lately? Now is the perfect time to tackle them head-on, with the support of today's grounding energy.